Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2, of our Ammonia saves. So, it's still a window, but I've tried to wrap up business as soon as possible because, if you guys look, we're not supposed to do great. So if I can wrap up business as soon as possible and get the players working and improving, I can then maybe find a few holes to work with going into the season, and I can maybe sign one or two other people. I just noticed, did he? No, he didn't leave. That made it look like he left. But yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. So a lot of big staff changes and a lot of other things like that. Schedule wise, to give you an idea, I don't know what's going on here. Our first cup game and our first league game are the same exact day at different times, which would be absurd if that's actually the case, but we'll see if that gets fixed. Secondly, we won the first game. Yay. Same business as usual, but something I want to talk about mainly is this game here and this game here. These are the two biggest games of the season, in my opinion. These are the derbies. These are the games that we have to win. We must win. And they're going to be the biggest of the year. And I'm so excited for them, but we got to win them both. And they're better than us, and they should beat us, but we got to do everything we can to win. So those are like the big ones for this season. Obviously, we'll have some of these guys we should beat them. Now, Alki we struggled to beat last season, so we'll figure out how that goes, but that's what it's looking. We have some friendly competitions that we have going on, and fight bravely against relegation. We're expected to go down. They're not. They think we are as well, so we can see that. Obviously, the club info is work within the wage budget and maximum 1-year contracts for older players. As you can see, some of the signings so far. People are pretty happy. Same supporters about how stuff is kind of going. They want defensively solid football. And counterattacking. So we'll see. I kind of want to stick with what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. So this is the tactic, and this is the maybe little less version of it. Now you can see kind of the new players in. These are the two that I kind of want to use this season: the normal one, and then a little more of a defensive one. So hopefully both will work well. But yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like right now. So the players that we brought in, might as well go to transfers and look at. So one, I scouted. There was a youth competition thing that went on of like some kind. I don't know. It offered me some youth scouting, and so I selected it, and I found this kid, this Russian guy, who I had on trial and looked decent with potential, and this Azerbaijani guy. So obviously, countries nearby, and we found them some bad stuff, but at the age of 16 and he's got potential to grow, it's worth kind of taking a punt. You never know if it'll work out in a really good way for us. So as you can see, no money is spent because if you couldn't tell, we got no money to spend. 0, 0, and 0. Now we have a lot of wage to work with, but one bigger issue is no one wants to sign for us, and on top of that, we won't have a transfer budget, but we're also not financially in the best shape, so things aren't great. But if we can keep doing well, and if you look here, you get like $1 million if you finish first. So if is this directly? It's depending, but if we can finish anywhere like above the relegation zone, we can get a good amount of money and really make a big difference. So I really want to try to finish higher up, because if we can, we'll get a lot more money and it'll be really, really nice. So transfer wise, let's start with the freeze. So obviously, as you guys know, this guy right here, the goalkeeper, he's been brought in. 23, he's got potential to grow, which is the goal of him as well. This guy, he is just depth. He's going to help out on this left wing. He's got both footed, so we can kind of help out if we need as an inverted winger, and he can also help out defensively in either of these two positions. Some decent stats. The marking is a definite concern. The pace isn't great, but I kind of thought he was an all-around player, and thus could kind of help us out in a few different ways. This guy, though, I think is going to be really good. They don't rate him highly, but I just think his stats are really solid in the right areas. And now it doesn't mean that he'll be the greatest in the world, but I just like, I don't know. I really like a lot of this, the heading, the marking, the tackling, the height, strength, pace. I just think he could be a really solid player to have. Now, not obviously not a starter, but just really good depth and really useful for us. So we'll see, but I'm just kind of thinking he's going to be useful. Excuse me. Now, another youth player I found, this goalkeeper, super keeper potential. So we'll see. Don't know if that's actually going to work out in the end, but something there. Now, lone players. This guy, I think he's going to be brilliant. Blistering pace, good enough tackling, good positioning. Marking can improve, but that's all right. Concentration and all those things as well. Like we put on wingback attack, you can see there's a lot of good stats for him there, and I'm just really excited for him. I think he's going to be flipping amazing. Not there yet, but his pace is rapid, and I just want to get really quick fullbacks because they're going to make a big difference. Now we're getting into some really exciting players. This guy here I'm buzzing about. Box midfielder. He is well-rounded, to say the least. Now the dribbling is not exactly there, but some of the other stuff, oh boy, he is going to be brilliant for us this season. He's already good enough in this division. He can grow even more. He's already started training pretty well. So I think he's going to be amazing. He's on loan from Verona. And like, even look at the cost of him. I think he's going to be bloody brilliant. Even more amazing player. This guy right here, Leighton Stewart. 4 stars already. 14 finishing, 13 dribbling, 10 first touch. This guy is going to set the league alight. He's going to bang in the fucking goals for us. And I'm so excited for it. Yeah, I kind of just honestly went to the best clubs. I just put in top 5 leagues. And then just put loan listed players. And that's kind of what I did because I figured it'd help. But he's done well with training overall. Obviously, there's some things like this, like internationals, dressing room and stuff. What's this? Ability in the air. Yeah, I agree. But at 5'11", it's alright. I'm just so excited. Like, he's got some pace to him. He likes to try to beat the offside trap, which will be good for us. Moves into the channel, places shots. Like, he is just going to be amazing as an advanced forward for us. Now, Capone, I had to get some of my Milan boys in. This guy, I'm fucking brilliantly excited for as well. Some really good stats. Passing technique, the dribbling, the first touch are there. Crossing and long shots do need some work. Some of the vision, the off ball, and the pace of the dribbling. It's going to be great. So, I'm really looking forward to him making it. He already is decently integrated into the team, but I think as a backup, he's going to be fucking brilliant to have and really nice off the bench with some of that pace. So, I'm very excited for him. I'll get to my favorite and most excited player last. This guy here, I couldn't really find much for the other wing, so I brought him in. He's versatile, he can play on both wings. He's a winger here, but he can play inverted winger, so we'll see what happens and figure out how it goes. But just another player for depth-wise that hopefully we can have a difference with. Now, this guy here is who I'm most fucking excited for, because this guy is amazing, in my opinion. Real life, I know who he is, so I was very excited when I saw him listed, but I think he's just going to be insane. As a defender on cover, the jumping reach, the strength, the pace is a little bit there, the aggression, anticipation, bravery, concentration, positioning, marking, heading, tackling, 6'2". I mean, I just don't know what is going to be wrong with this. The decision and composure, maybe not there yet, but I am fucking buzzing that this guy is on our team. He's going to be the target of aerial balls. He's going to be targeted, and he is going to fucking murder teams. And I'm so excited for him because he's going to be killing it in that middle center back role for us. So I'm very, very excited for what we have to come this season, especially with some of the players. Now, obviously, this is how I'm expecting to line up. We have this guy here, obviously, as well, pacey as hell. So loads of pace down this wing. Loads of pace down this wing, too. right here, again, lots of decent bits of pace. Not as much, but still good pace there again. So I'm very, very excited about that. Obviously, Stewart probably will play, I think, as the season goes on, we'll probably end up playing a little more. This change as well, probably end up happening more often, maybe. But you know what? I'm just trying to like find equal or better players in most positions, and I think I've done that. Now, the wingback roles are really tough at this level. Not many people play them, so I kind of had to cut my losses on a lot of them. But otherwise, I'm feeling pretty confident with what I've assembled so far for this season in this team. Now, obviously, I always forget where this thing is. This takes me like 10 minutes to find every time I look at it. Where is it? It's the comparisons. I honestly can't. Oh, I never remember how to fucking find this thing. Where is it? Alright, I can't remember. It's the thing that tells you, like, how the team is looking and stuff. I honestly always forget where it is, and stuff like that. But it's really annoying. But one nice thing to look at, though, here is that if we do look at most of our players, a lot of the emerging players obviously are here, but we have 3 really experienced guys, some guys right at their peaks, as well as some emerging players. I think it's going to really bode well for us as well as a few others at their peaks here, which is nice. So it's a good mix of like kind of older experienced peak players and some others too. Now this Kipryu is wanted by obviously our rivals in the division, so we'll see what happens if he does want to leave us there. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Why is he in there? He's awful. But yeah, like I'm feeling pretty good about how the season's gonna play out. Obviously, season preview isn't looking great. They deem our best players to be down by the bottom. But you know what? I'm pretty confident. They also say we're gonna play a 4-4-2, which I find funny when right here it says before formation is 5-2-3. But can't do much about that when it says that. It's just balanced, mixed. I don't know about mixed, but yeah. I mean, obviously, we need to start trying to make some money with some sales too. So that's obviously some of the reasons we brought in a few people, like some of those younger players, as well as like this guy here on a free. Not you. I mean, he's 29, but yeah, like these guys here. So like some of them are hopefully going to go for fees in the future. Avora is probably the one that looks like he can go for the most money in the future. But it's just trying to do what we can to make some fees and bring some money in for some players as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I want to talk about today. Obviously, we have a lot of friendlies to go through, and we will start the season with a short recap as then the cup game, and if we have enough time left, the first league game of the season. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy our little pre-season recap of what's happened so far and up to now, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything else in this series. If you do want to catch up on the offline highlights, as well as any of the past videos, they'll be linked in playlists at the end of this video, as well as in the description. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.